This is just a short video to take you through at breakneck speed how I would set out, or also how I believe the Romans would set out one of their geometric border patterns without drawing anything out. So what I've done, I've started it off here. You need to know the width of the pattern, what that will be. I put two pieces of battening down. I've got, this is an edging line, these black lines here, the main part of the pattern is between them. You also need to know the position of these center tesserae here, the single white pieces in the pattern. I also need a staff. This is marked up, there's 11 tesserae there for you to be able to see. These actually match up to approximately 11 tesserae line. This middle one marked CT, that's a center tesserae. So if we look at this, you can see if I place that CT on one of the white ones, turn it around there, you can see there's 5 tesserae between there, there's 5 tesserae between there. Now, how I get this placement is, I know the width, right? On these plat designs, guilloche, double, triple, four, whatever, there is a measurement involved which, although the strand is 5 tesserae width, the measurement between these center tesserae and a horizontal line is 1.5 times the width, just over the width of one of the strands. So you will get that measurement there, and as you can see, I've marked on the staff those. So I've marked the battening here. Then what I've done is I've known that it needs to be roughly 5 tesserae. So I can put my staff up there. See, there's a bit more light. Marks on the center tesserae. Notice I'm not being too bothered about being hyper accurate there. So I literally just start with 1 tesserae at the beginning there. Now, because I've marked the battening on the side, I know the next one will be in line with that there. The next one in line with that, next one. Now, once I have this line here, I know that the middle line there is on an angle between the two. So, you could use a square. You see I've marked the square up. It works any side you put it. So, CT, there, the center tesserae, and I know the white one's going to go there, I know the white one's going to go there. So you can place those. Then the bottom line, you've got exactly the same, mirroring that. Now these have all been set by hand. I didn't measure this out at all. I had to move 2 of them about half their width when I checked with the staff, but they were just set by eye. Now that's not because I'm anything brilliant at doing this. This is just to illustrate how simple this is, and it is quite easy to develop your eye. So you can see, I mean, you literally look at it, you just got to get them in the lines there, and then you've got to make sure that they are the correct width away from the edge. This pattern, this 4-strand guilloche, is basically done. It's finished. You do not need any more than this. The rest of it is just placing the pieces. And to show you, I will use this drawing of the pattern, and this pen, marker pen, is going to be used to replicate a line of 5 tesserae. So line of the black tesserae here. So these, each side of the strand is a line of black. So starting, just imagine this is exactly the same as me placing tesserae down. I pick one line that I know I can be sure of. I'll set the tesserae on a line like that. Now I'll replicate that line wherever it appears in the mosaic, in the pattern. Do that, that goes off there somewhere, and that goes off there somewhere. Okay, now I have one side of the strand, I need the other side of the strand. I know, if we look at the pattern, that this line is vertical to the center tesserae. It's going to start up there somewhere, and it's going to come around in a curve, and it's going to hit there, 5 tesserae away. So now I replicate that line wherever I find it. I know that it's going to be in line 5 tesserae away from here. So again, imagining I'm setting a line of the black tesserae, and just keep that going, keep that going, keep that going, and there would be up there. Finish that off. Now I have set 2 lines of a strand. The next stage is close of the strand. Closes the strand, that goes to the bottom there. It's really important that these don't go between. You're actually drawing in the strand. Again, just imagine I'm setting a line of black tesserae here. Now this gives me one side of a strand. The other side of the strand, where's that going to be? Well, it needs to be another 4 tesserae away, because I've done 1 line of black. So it can only be here. There, 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 and there. Right, now I'm going to close the strand. Now by closing the strand, that gives me 1 line of the strand. Where's the other side? So here it's got to be 5 tesserae, or 4 with this black line. There. You see, I know this is going to hit on the vertical line there, and it's going to be 5 tesserae away from here. If it lines up with that, fine, but the important thing is that you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your line. And again here. Now if you were setting this as a mosaic, you can see that there is no other drawing needed for it. You can just set it in without that, so long as you know what the pattern is. But if you do it enough, the principle is the same for all of them.